They're dating.
Ugh.
Oh, Ollie.
So I guess that,
Oh, I defended you, bro.
I know. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to membriash.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Mitch.
And we're watching Love is Blind UK, The Reunion.
I was going to do something really dramatic. I was going to say, it is once again time to travel into the heart of darkness and watch the reunion for Love is Blind UK.
Okay, we can still include that.
I don't feel like you think that was good.
I do. It was just it was intense, for sure. This reunion's intense, though. They're hopping it up.
Are they?
They're
Yeah.
pretending like Steven and, what's her name aren't together anymore.
Are they not together anymore?
I don't know.
Yeah, we haven't seen any spoilers. They are pretending like Steven and Sabrina aren't together anymore.
Sabrina, yeah. They're pretending like Demi and Ollie hate each other. That could
They
be
might.
true.
Yeah.
And they're pretending like there's potentially another person on the Love is Blind cast that Ollie is seeing currently.
Which
that is
maybe.
not Demi. So
we shall see.
yes.
I don't know.
I think we should just watch it.
We're
unless
gonna go.
You have any burning
We're
theories.
gonna do it. I got no theories.
Okay.
Let's watch.
It's been a year since I said I do.
Oh, so it's
been
a year
a
later.
year.
1 year later. Bobby.
I
Bobby.
now know.
Oh,
And it's Bobby.
this is dramatic.
This is dramatic.
This is honestly ridiculous.
Seeing her again is going to bring back so many feelings.
What's up with the echoey background and all the black light?
I don't know what the black light situation is.
This
I
is
have
kinda confusing,
Two of my
honestly.
teeth are fake because I was born without
Oh,
them.
yeah.
And if I went through this, it would just be teeth. Just
Yeah.
two teeth walking through like a vampire.
Like a vampire. Yeah, creepy. I feel like the way they're setting this up, they thought this season was going to be a lot bigger than it was, frankly. I enjoyed it,
Do you
but
not
they're
feel like
acting
it was
like
big? It wasn't that
it
big.
wasn't like they were expecting it to be
I
compared
always
to
feel like
all
that,
the
though.
others.
At the end, I always feel like the drama wasn't that dramatic.
Yeah.
Even if it was really dramatic.
But viewer base wise, I do not think this one hit like they wanted. Although they instantly picked up for a second
yeah,
season.
it must have done pretty good for them.
To be the season 1 Love is Blind UK cast.
I do.
What is this? Why are they doing this?
At least it's cheeky.
Of course it is. It's British.
Yeah, I do like a little cheekiness.
Yeah, they're having the
Yep.
guys sit on one side
Yep.
and the women sit on the other. Do you think... Oh, no, they're not.
Oh,
They're not.
they're
They're
not.
not. They're not.
Oh.
Whoa.
Whoa, but no, they're having them all sit next to their respective. No, they're not.
No, they're not.
They've shuffled it up a little bit.
And you all look kind of happy.
Well, Nicole and Benaya and
They're holding
Jasmine and
hands.
Bobby are holding hands.
Yes.
So they're together.
So everything else is a question.
Oh my gosh, Sabrina and Steven.
I mean, maybe.
What did they get? Why did they get in a fight?
Because they didn't want to live in the same place. Like, honestly.
I think there's been a little bit of confusion with invites because we seem to have Craig David with us and not Ollie.
One more drill of that and I'm walking away.
He's heard the Craig David so many times at this point, right? It's what people kept saying. That's funny.
I feel like he's also poking fun at himself.
For
leaving in that
leaving,
conversation. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Self-aware.
Yeah.
In that moment, like, I was holding on to, like, it's a I do not for now. But walking away from it was like, Ollie's a good guy, but he's not my guy.
Wow. Okay. So she's like watching that old Corfu shit and being like,
So in a way, people are like right in that like Ollie was not giving her what she needed to feel
Yeah.
good about herself, but then she's right, like you've got to have that yourself too.
Uh-huh.
Like you can't rely on a partner to build that up for
definitely. And then there was like a shift when they moved in because she was getting something, and maybe from nothing
Yeah.
to something felt really good, but it just was never enough. You know, that makes sense.
you. Yeah.
I think what touched me so much about that day brought me back to home, like having that kind of sentimental touch.
I want that back, baby.
That's cute. That's got to be hard, like watching the positive end with somebody that didn't end up working out with, because she felt very validated by
Yeah.
Ollie in that moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then she also knows how it worked out. So
Yeah.
it's complicated, I'm sure.
It's weird. They don't seem like mad at each other. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they both seem like they're,
She's feeling a lot, though. You
yeah.
can see it.
Yeah, for sure.
Even though, they're not fighting with each other at the moment.
No, it's not like she seems like she hates him or something.
Yeah. She just has a lot of feelings about, like, everything that happened, I think.
This is weird too. Like this whole thing has been them with 1 or 2 producers, and now it's them in front of a studio audience.
Yeah, it's
like
true.
that is a big shift.
And they're, like, mini famous right now versus just being,
Yeah.
like, randos.
And you've seen what everyone has said about you online
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah.
So like that's hard because I'm sure they're taking all of that in.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise, I will end up at home on my own with 10 cats. And I don't even like cats.
I mean, Catherine, at that point, how...
Speaking of cat.
Oh, that would have been such a good transition. He missed out.
He missed it.
I didn't know. Ollie never vocalised it in the pods. He obviously said there was other connections, but I never knew who.
I don't know, like, how, like, normal it would be to, like, tell other people you're dating exactly who, if they didn't already. You know what I mean? In that kind of situation, in the pods, you're speed dating a bunch of people, and then, I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems normal.
Yeah.
Either way, really.
I think so, too.
I don't think you need to report everything on, like,
No.
This is something that's been bothering me a little bit that I've been seeing online. This narrative, like, oh, he's not going to be attracted to them. He's going to choose his other option.
What I find disrespectful is when you...
They're all dragging up the draw. This is just like the comment section, but it's them now. You know?
But what really left a distaste in my mouth was that we're claiming to be friends.
Yeah.
Do I think Demi and Ollie are going to work on the outside world? No. But my mouth's going to get me into trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
call
rude.
her out, Demi.
It was rude shit.
Head at.
Yeah.
And he kept saying to me, I don't know. And this was when I knew...
Oh, she's making bullshit excuses for judging Demi.
Yeah. It was a distasteful comment.
But that's not somebody you call friend.
Kind of
like,
wild
ever
that Kat
after that.
isn't just apologizing.
Yeah,
Do you know
well,
what I
yeah.
mean? But, like, we saw that. Like, Jessica Vestal apologized to Chelsea when Chelsea
Yes.
was like, you said stuff. And she was like, I
Yes,
have...
and it was wrong.
Nothing. It was the wrong thing. I never
And
should
it
have
was
done it.
the
It was
same
ugly.
kind of shade. It
Right,
was like, she's
yeah.
gonna...
It was like, she's not as hot
she's
as
not
me
as hot
kind of
as me.
shade.
And
yeah.
she's like, yeah, that was not my finest moment. I'm sorry.
You didn't have any, kind of malintent towards it. Why would you say my mouth is going to get me in trouble?
That's what I'm saying.
Yes. Oh, Jasmine's even coming to Demi's defense. They don't like Kat very much, though, do they?
You were insinuating that was because of the way she looks.
She was.
Yes.
You were, though.
That's
She was,
bullshit.
though. She was, though. Just say you're sorry, man.
Just say
you're
sorry. Just say it,
Be
it
like,
was an
I didn't
ugly
show up
moment.
well, yeah.
dude. I'm insecure and I attack other people when I'm insecure. Like, that's a normal thing that people do. It's not good. Just own it and apologize. I don't know.
What?
Oh,
Him and Char- who?
No.
Yeah, me and Charlotte have explored that connection outside of the experiment, and
So they're dating.
Ugh.
Oh, Ollie.
So I guess that,
Oh, I defended you, bro.
I know.
So they're together.
They're at least
He's
like
together with Charlotte.
sublime, huh?
And so I've got a lot of gratitude for him, and it remains complicated. But
They're not saying they're dating, but they're
They're
something. Yeah.
It's been a year or two, though.
She said last couple of weeks.
I don't know. I can't really be too mad at him for, we've talked about this, like connecting with someone
After
you
break
knew
up.
in the pods after you break up with the other person. It doesn't really, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It also does sound like, maybe I'm wrong, but it sounds like Demi just didn't even try anything with Ollie after.
No, it
they
sounds
got
like a
back.
clean cut.
She was literally
over
just
it.
like, he's not
Yeah.
mine, you
Yeah.
know? And she's still smiling at him. It doesn't
doesn't
even
seem
feel,
like
it
super
doesn't
bad
feel like
blood.
she's mad about it.
Even the Charlotte thing, she's like, whatever, we're not together anymore. Well, he wasn't
She
the right
almost
guy
was
for me.
prompting Charlotte to be like,
Yeah.
you guys are together. Just say you're together.
Yeah.
You know?
There was so much I fell in love with about Stephen.
And we didn't talk about any of the big things.
They didn't.
But the communication was awful. There was no consistency in Stephen's behaviour towards me.
Oh.
Whoa, dude.
She is feeling abandoned.
Yeah.
The added pressure of what the long distance caused.
Long distance is hard. He's not wrong.
So he wasn't giving as much probably as like
It's
some people
tough.
might expect.
Because it's like sometimes people need that extra
Yeah.
space, and like sometimes other people don't want to give it or can't give it.
Yeah.
And like I don't think that's, it's just like another layer of like communication you have to develop with someone that can be a deal breaker.
At work, I
So how many
travelled
times did you come from Belfast alone?
7.
And how many times did you go to Belfast?
I think twice, and I accept that's where I let the side down for sure.
So Steven's giving a little bit here. He's like, I didn't show up as well, you know? Like,
Yeah.
he's not entirely denying anything that Sabrina's saying quite yet, right?
When we weren't together, the communication just was not there.
I am not a big texter or communicator, but if it's somebody I love that I want to spend my life with, like, I don't know. We always found ways to, like, check in a little bit, even when we were super busy.
Yeah. We also like
Most
gave
days.
each other a lot of space. Like there was a time where we were like long-ish distance, and I was
That's
working a
years ago.
job that I like worked until sometimes 10, 11 o'clock at night and was back up and at work at 7, 8 in the morning. And like, you gave me the space to not call if I, you know, couldn't call. And stuff.
That was like 12 years in or something.
Yeah, it was a long time in.
Hey, hon, don't think I could come to Belfast. Like 2 days before you're meant to be there.
That sucks. A text, just like, can't make it.
Shit happens, they'll get over it.
Also not true.
Whoa.
That we weren't great like we was when we was dating every single day and that sort of thing.
So they're fighting, and he says he's kind of feeling down, and I don't know. We're not dating because they're married at that point. That sure couple aren't so sure anymore, are they?
I do gratitude journals.
Where's your gratitude journal now, Steven? I have a lot of gratitude for this experience and the way it's impacted all of us.
I wasn't listening to you.
Okay. Good. That's probably for the best.
It doesn't work out sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I think that either of them are terrible. He just may not be cut out for a long distance relationship.
And they had to do that, and it didn't work out.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, it makes sense. He owns a business in London. Like, he couldn't just be in Belfast all the time. Like, that's understandable.
While your partner might be upset, and is it something that you've done, or you don't have to worry about any of those things.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about your partner when you don't have a partner, you know?
What?
You don't have to worry about your partner when you don't have a partner.
That's true. And they didn't have conflict when they were dating, which is the problem. They got married without having seen each other in that conflict. That's something Nicole and Benaya did see in each other. And Bobby and Jasmine. They had to navigate the situation with their mom. Right.
They had no problems, and so they didn't know how that would actually come up. That's an excellent point. At least something small as a spat is probably useful for the longevity of couples on this.
Yeah.
That's fine, but half of this is lies.
Shall we stop it there?
I think Stephen calling it lies is pretty harsh. He could be like, that's your perspective on some of these events, and it's not the way I feel it went down. Because everybody has their own perspective, but saying that somebody's making up lies, unless they are hard and fast lies, is like pretty intense.
I agree with you, but it has got to be hard to sit there when he is taking everything, and he's admitted a lot. He's taken a lot of accountability, and she wants him to take more, but it's all on him. And that's got to be tough to sit through.
Yeah.
So he got tired of it at the end.
That's true. And then they clapped him out, and then moved on. Steven, half of these are lies. Okay.
So I moved to London, packed my stuff up, been there ever since.
And
Bobby in London.
I feel like we're best friends.
Yeah, we really are.
Oh, they're best friends. Haters, man.
Most of the time. It's true. We're already each other's friends.
Same.
Yeah, we're all each other's friends. Yeah. These people get it.
They do get it. I like the host of this one.
They're funny.
Definitely, I was already certain, even after date one, that was the kind of woman that I'd like to spend the rest of my life with. So, you know, for me, it was always Jasmine.
Oh, they're so cute. Maria's living vicariously through people over here.
I know, she's
smiling
happy.
at everyone.
She's so happy.
Like, oh. She's really like intent listener, you know?
And to go for someone who I truly connect with on a deep level, who's going to love me and make me feel safe. And here he is.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's so cute.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, I like them so much.
Yeah.
Booby Johnson, is that a joke?
Even though I told him.
Booby Johnson.
Are you happy, Jasmine?
Yes, I'm very happy.
When my wife's happy, then I'm happy.
Good.
They're such a good couple.
They're really cute.
They're so
They're really cute.
They're so cute.
I love them together.
Jasmine and Booby.
It reminds me of when you went to pick up your suit and they had your name written down as Mitten.
Mitten, yeah. And you accidentally like ordered a sandwich recently, and you said you put it in as Mitch, and I was like, I'm here for a sandwich for Mitch, and they were looking through and they're like, I don't have a Mitch, and then he sees this one and he just shows it to me. He's like, is this you? And it said Mitten, and I'm like, I laugh and I'm like, yeah, that's me.
Look, it matches the couch.
Oh wow, look at this, it matches the couch. How about we take a brief ad break?
Marissa, does he get your seal of approval now?
110%.
Yeah. Oh, of course he does. Of course Booby gets the approval.
Booby gets the approval. He did immediately as soon as they got married. She said, I love you.
Yeah.
You're my son now, or whatever.
I think she probably thought that he was going to say no at the altar. Because she's seen too many people jilted at the altar.
Well, I think definitely planning on having kids. Something we're working on as we speak.
Oh. It is.
They're having sex.
It's awkward to tell people you're trying to have kids. Do you know what I mean? It's really awkward.
Yeah, I like them. Bobby and
I like
Jasmine.
them too.
I like them. They're really cute.
Oh, they're so cute. They were a little bright light in this reunion.
And if you look at all the outfits, they're one of the only bright outfits as well.
So we need to know, guys, where are things now?
So obviously, post-wedding.
He ran off and never came back.
He's just awkward. I don't really think he meant it rude or meant to take away like her ability to talk to him. I think
that is an awkward situation. Do I stay or do I just leave?
He's an awkward man. As much as he tries to be smooth, he's kind of awkward.
Yeah, he comes off a little nerdy or just kind of, he's not a smooth talker.
Not their job title, not the car they drive, not the house they live in, how they make you feel.
Yeah.
So I'm always going to choose to raise my kids this way.
I don't think he was... I could understand what she's saying, but I really don't think he was meaning to insult her family. I think he just, sees, men and women paying for things a little bit differently. I don't think it was the rest of it, because he had really kind things to say about the way her family treats people.
Yeah, I hear you.
It was ugly behaviour from me.
He just said that he came off kind of ugly in a few places.
He did.
And so it just made me mad to see how sweet she was and how welcoming she was to him to then still go on and indirectly insult the women in my life.
Yeah, it's her and her sister.
It's true. And there is this implication that they're not strong, independent women.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I say, I wish that at times I'd treated their daughter a bit better.
Apologies, and I wish I could have done better.
Maybe I'm a sucker. I believe him. He seemed open to changing throughout the show.
Yeah.
He seems affected by seeing himself in a light that is not the best.
He didn't make any excuses.
He didn't.
He wasn't like, I didn't mean it like that.
He just said, I'm sorry, I showed up poorly.
Yeah, he just kind of was like,
I don't know. I have high hopes for Tom.
I don't hate Tom.
I don't hate Tom.
I agree that I don't like the way he showed up in a few places, but...
And seeing his connection form with Maria, I totally get it. It's been quite good to have that clarity.
Like why it didn't go forward with her. Yeah. So it's around the release of some of the episodes, he reached out to her, and I wonder what that means. She scruffled her nose, though. It didn't look...
I think she's trying to maybe be... I mean, they're not together, right?
Yeah,
so I think maybe she's trying to make it clear that they're not, in a relationship.
Yeah.
I'm not someone that kind of that's it. So, yeah.
Oh, she's cringing on herself.
Well, a lot of people had some feelings about the way that she expressed this. I don't. I think she was fine, but a lot of people got mad.
There were some people mad about the way she presented, and some people mad about the way he came in there. It was a pretty dynamic situation.
Talking about the L word in present tense.
She clearly wasn't. She clearly was talking about it in past pod tense.
Any tension between the two of them?
There doesn't seem like there's tension.
No, I love Tash.
This is where the tension is.
Oh, that's funny. That was good recovery from Tom.
That was
This is where the tension is.
Do you think you helped him grow out of that judgy mindset at all?
I would like to think so. I'd like to hope so.
I think she did. She at least started his transition, I think.
Maybe. But you can have a jolt. You do have to be the one to change, but there can be a pushing the snowball down a mountain.
Oh, for
kind
sure.
Of
I think that's often how it happens. Is someone you respect and care about says something to you, and you're like, "Ooh, wait,"
We had fun. There was funny times.
Are you still friends?
We're okay.
No. The answer is no.
Well, they don't need to be friends, though.
No, they don't.
It's not the worst breakup in the world, but
it's fine.
She clearly doesn't like him very much, and he doesn't want to continue the relationship.
He did some stuff that was offensive to her and some stuff that was offensive to her family.
Yeah.
And, it would be hard to be friends after that.
Yeah, it would.
Well, first of all, I want to say that Nicole looks absolutely beautiful today.
Benaya. What is he doing?
Especially her eyes.
And is it? Not boring brown. Not boring brown.
Is Sam not in the crowd today?
I think he is there. They showed him in the beginning. Down that weird blacklight hallway.
Oh, did they show him?
They did.
I don't think I saw that one. The first thing he says being related to Sam, though, feels like it shouldn't have been, the initial take. I don't know. Bad at pool. Her laugh, the both of them are just their laughter kind of reminds me of the way you and I are all the time. They're just cracking up constantly. They're goofy.
They're goofy.
They're goofy as hell.
Their vibes are so similar.
Yeah.
It's kind of amazing that they found each other through this, honestly.
It seems like a really good fit.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like beaming.
Oh.
They're just like feeling like a real way.
Oh,
she's jumping.
That's so cute.
It feels very them. You know?
Does.
He's just like blown away by just talking to her for 15 minutes.
That's so cute.
That's all that was.
Clearly had a very instant connection, the two of you. Do you slightly regret not making Nicole slightly more aware of this?
It's true. It could have stopped the whole
Could have avoided a few
Sam
things.
thing in its tracks. Yeah.
It was that good, it almost like scared me.
Yeah, you don't want to get like wool over your eyes or whatever. You don't want to get hoodwinked.
I could see getting married potentially to you. How do you feel? And if I asked that, if I was a bit more direct.
She's like, that's the way I was feeling. I should have said something. Well, you know,
Yeah,
she doesn't
'cause
need to
she
take all
did-
the ownership.
She did ask him generically, do you think you
Yeah.
could see yourself getting engaged here to anyone?
Yeah.
So he may not have,
Yeah.
he may not have, even if she said that it was her
Yeah.
feelings, he may not have responded that way, though.
So let's welcome back the boy who just wants love from a girl. It is Sam from London.
Oh no! The boy who wants love from a girl!
No, no,
Sam!
no, Sam! No, Sam!
Oh, he's coming in to sit next to, right between Freddy and Kat.
Oh,
which is
man,
kind of a weird
Benaya
spot.
is not okay.
Look, it's not been easy. I have to be real.
I do feel kind of bad for him.
Yeah, he's a up and he hurt some people. And he was an asshole at times, but like, holy shit, to have like to be under the microscope like that would suck.
The backlash would be incredibly difficult.
Oh yeah, he's a villain for the season.
Yeah.
Really.
Okay, before we talk about you and Nicole, you also had butterflies for Jasmine. There she is. Jasmine
is like, no.
It's that women's intuition that we always need to listen to.
She's not going too specific. She's just like...
Because some of it is really intangible.
It is.
Like, you don't really know for sure.
You would not be able to pick up Nicole. Would you like to elaborate on that right now?
Yeah, absolutely. I do get nervous.
I was nervous, so I thought she might be too heavy to pick up. What the f***? Oh, Benaya. Benaya's face.
Well, because he's vindicated.
For having my back, being my third eye.
Because she got to see it then. And then they're operating on the
Yeah.
same information.
Yeah.
Before that,
Oh, you mean nowadays.
Benaya has more
Yeah.
information than she does. After
Yeah.
Nicole watches that, she gets to see what Sam was doing. And then it's like, oh, it wasn't me all along.
Yeah.
He was shooting the same shot with multiple women,
Yeah.
pretending like it was they're the only one.
At that stage of the experiment, I wasn't quite in that position to say I love someone.
There's nothing wrong with him not being in love with somebody. At that
The
point.
problem is, though, that you just got engaged. So, I mean, it is kind of a problem to me that you're
Yeah.
engaged to someone, you're going to get married to that person, and you are not sure
You're not
that
sure
you
whether or
love
not you
them.
love them. That's absolutely
And
true.
he got down on one knee, like, that
Yeah.
day, right?
To propose to somebody, he doesn't even know whether or not he's in love with them. Yeah, that's a
Right.
problem.
And Benaya, how did you feel when you found out that things had been called off between them?
I was over the moon. I mean,
He's, like, so happy.
Yeah.
So happy.
I made a mistake. Yeah.
Obviously, when I first walked in, I felt that Ben was a little bit off with me, which now I...
Sam is not doing himself any favors here.
This is the thing. He should pull a Tom, and he should just say, I feel bad. I shouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
And instead, it's just a sea of excuses with him.
Sam, say I'm sorry to Nicole, please.
Oh my God.
For real.
Demi. Yeah, exactly. He can't own anything.
Yeah, for real.
Demi's mad.
Well, because what he did to Nicole was messed up.
I do apologise. I do. I really do. I really hope we can move forward with this.
It's a shame that it took someone else on stage yelling at him to apologize
Yeah.
for him to do it.
Yeah.
That's upsetting.
Oh, Demi's like, don't mess with my friends kind of person. She's more mad at Sam than Ollie.
I don't
Ollie
think
never really did
it
a
got
ton,
weird
but-
with her and Ollie. And Ollie stood up with her with that
Yeah, that's
situation
true.
with Kat. And was like,
Yeah.
I like the way that Demi looks, which, like, it is
Yeah.
annoying that the internet,
Yeah.
like, continues to say that that's not the case when I feel like they proved through living together that it was. He
Yeah.
was clearly attracted to her.
And I really do wish all of you the best, like, generally speaking. Like, no, like, that is the truth.
Thank
you. So,
Nobody likes him. Nobody likes him on that stage.
There's a reason why everyone is angry with him.
I do apologize, and he walks away.
Wow, dude. I do feel bad for him, like I do, because I'm sure like the hate online is hard to deal with.
Because it's like if there's a little bit, there's a lot. It's like a monsoon.
Well,
going
and it's
at
all
him.
these people fighting the contestants' battle for them,
Yes.
which is really unnecessary. Like he's getting enough of the cold shoulder from all these people, and like these are the people that have the beef with him, not like everybody else. It's what I really hate about stuff like he should have a safe space. Like his Instagram, people shouldn't be going on his Instagram and saying mean
Death
things
threatening
to him.
or
Right?
something,
Yeah, like it's just too much.
What is the latest with the two of you? You are sat together, which gives me hope.
No, we're not together.
Freddy's been going through DMs lately. He's busy.
He's so busy, honestly. He's had to create a database to keep up.
And I felt like maybe at times I couldn't be myself.
Yeah, he couldn't be goofy. He's goofy.
Yeah, he's goofy, and yeah, she did not appreciate that part of him.
But that is just because I've been cheated on in all my relationships. So that's where that was just coming from. I was just in shock.
So that was like a trauma coming back.
Yeah.
I don't like her, but I don't think there's anything wrong with the fact that she has trauma around cheating.
That's not her fault that she didn't do that.
No.
Yeah. So it sounds to me like they both agree that it wasn't the turning point, the cheating information, that she just generally like didn't like his goofy behavior.
She just didn't like him.
She just didn't like him that much. She thought he was hot and they were having a lot of sex, but they were like not super.
It'd been frowned upon. That I didn't get your present, and if I did get you the earrings, it'd have been seen as he's misled me.
So he was like in a catch-22 with the earrings.
Oh, she didn't keep the consolation prize. I didn't want to bet him.
And we know how much you value your sister's opinion. We saw you have those conversations. Betsy Dora is with us in the...
Betsy Dora!
Woo! Standout star.
The Gandalf of the season.
I stand by the advice that I gave Freddy at the time.
She was really kind because she was like, I don't want you to change your decision based on this, but like, I have to tell you.
Yeah.
I could see he was very, very reserved. I could see something wasn't quite right.
His mood was probably different because he's used to being around her and changing a bit of his behavior. So Kat's even like, yeah, it wasn't the greatest fit. And I'm glad that they both see that because that probably helps with closure and moving on and everything.
Yeah. Poor Kat. They're making her sit through herself ugly crying
Her
over
cry
and over
reel.
again.
It's funny because I don't see that her showing up as much in the
No.
later show, but she's very emotional in the pods.
It's very funny watching her ugly cry this much.
I kind of forgot about all that,
Yeah,
honestly.
I did too. That was cute. I like that little montage.
Some people are really mad that she was on a previous show, and I just like...
Whatever.
I don't know. I don't really care. And
I do admit that, but Freddie taught me a lot. And I'm such a better person.
Oh, she's doing it again! She's doing it again! That was good.
That's
She's
sweet.
like, I'm snappy, and it's not always
All right.
the greatest, and...
Mild redemption arc for me, honestly.
She did a much better job than Sam did.
Yeah, she did. She showed up pretty good.
Okay, she didn't with Demi. She can't own that. She can't own that she was being
That's
shitty.
true.
Or even
That was
how it
crappy.
looked. She could say, I did not mean that. I see how it looks, and I apologize, because that's
Yeah.
immediately where people go, and I get
Yeah.
that. Like, you shouldn't be saying things that are that ambiguous that everybody thinks that you're saying a thing that you're saying you didn't say. You know what I mean?
For sure.
I've got a question for you.
Okay,
Do you fancy doing it all again?
I do.
For season 2. Yeah, we already know. We already know.
All right.
Okay, not explosive, because why would it be?
Yeah.
Was it boring?
Okay, here are the problems I have. Number one, the teaser trailers for this showed people that Sabrina and Steven weren't together. That's probably one of their biggest, like, dramatic pieces, and they spoiled it for themselves.
Yes.
Because even though there was the possibility that it was all a ruse, it wasn't, though.
It wasn't, and it didn't super seem
So,
like one. Yeah.
right. So I'm
Yeah.
just, like, I'm confused about that.
I mean, but there was. I mean, it was an average. It was at least an average reunion. I don't think it was a terrible reunion. I mean, we heard from Sam. We had Demi get frustrated at Kat and ask for accountability, which wasn't given. We had.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we had.
But the show didn't do that. Demi did that.
That's because Demi's a badass.
Well, yeah. But, like, she can't just single-handedly carry the reunion. Do you know what I mean?
She tried. No. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know what else to expect. There wasn't much to talk about with Freddy and Kat, so that went through pretty quick. Nicole and Benaya were pretty cute, and same with Jasmine and Booby. So, I don't know. Like, I don't know what else I would have expected. Tom got grilled a little bit. He owned a bit. I mean, they're just not super messy or something. Like, it seems like.
I don't know if I've ever seen Love is Blind UK or Love is Blind do this before, but something I like about Married at First Sight reunions is that they'll have just the couple themselves on stage for like a few minutes, not like too long, but they'll just talk to the couple. And I feel like sometimes you end up with a better. It's a bit
one
of
couple
a better
at a time.
Yeah, it's a bit of a better conversation then
because it's not as like bouncing back and forth. Like even with when Demi stepped in with Sam not saying anything, like in a different context, like she wouldn't necessarily been there. Of course, Sam wasn't part of the couple.
I also
don't know.
Don't love that it's filmed in front of a studio audience, which maybe is a hot take, but they all seemed slightly uncomfortable, and like this is a much different venue than they would have.
Anything they've done at this point.
Exactly. So it's a little bit
in front of a live stage,
right? Because like Demi and Ollie, like maybe everything is fine, but I almost got the feeling
Vibes
like she would have maybe said more in a different scenario.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that. But then, like, people are kind of cooled by the fact that they're in an uncomfortable social situation or something, maybe.
Yeah, and, like, when you're on stage in front of that many people, there's no sense of intimacy. So then I think you're less likely to maybe talk about things in that kind of a setting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was fine.
It was fine.
How'd you feel? What holes did we miss? What gaps in our brains have you identified?
Yeah. Also, were there any other red flags from Sabrina and Steven? I feel like the only big one I picked up on is that they just didn't fight at all, which is
they didn't fight at all, and
no
some people
conflict.
said they want to live in two different places and they're not communicating enough about it, which is exactly what ended up sinking their relationship. So anybody who saw that, they were on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was 100% what happened.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That's all I have. I don't have anything else.
We are going to, if you're a regular viewer, we're not going to be posting quite as much as we have been because it's been a lot lately and we needed time to decompress, finish a little bit of work around the house. And
you need a break from us anyway, let's
honestly,
be honest.
for real. Because it's been like every day. I don't imagine. It's been hard to keep up with, I'm sure. So sorry, y'all.
It's like too much
sorry
of our
faces, you're welcome.
I think. So
we're still going to be posting. We're just not going to be every day. It'll be like once or twice a week for a little bit here until some other stuff picks up.
Yes.
But we got our 5K Q&A coming up next, as well as we're going to do 2 bachelorettes in 1 episode for the next video. So. And
then someone did suggest, and we are going to start watching The Circle.
Oh, we're doing The Circle. We're going to actually watch it this time.
We're going to do the whole Circle, not
so
just one episode.
Last time we did like 2 episodes or something, yeah.
But we're going to do the whole thing, so watch out for that in the beginning of September.
Yeah. All right, thank y'all. Like and subscribe if you want to hang out and see what else we got coming up in the future. Really appreciate y'all being here, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, bye.
Thank you, bye.
And then I got it knocked, and I started going,
ridiculous.
All those tearjerker.
Hey, we're gonna go on a cruise this summer. You should come with us.